month, y'all. Happy new month. And my wish for each and every one of you is the first thing, good health, all the success in the world, and keep showing up for yourself at all costs. Show up for yourself, love on yourself, show up for yourself, never give up on yourself, always believe in yourself no matter what. You have to be your biggest motivator in life. You understand? Be your biggest motivator, be your biggest cheerleader in anything that happened in your life. If you went through anything like trauma, anything that you feel like is hindering you, I ask you to go and seek help, go to therapy, and do not blame yourself for things that people might do to you, because at the ending of the day, sometimes we blame ourselves for things that people do to us in life, and we have these things bungled, like held within us, and we are afraid to cry it out, we are afraid to talk, and we just keep it inside and feel like it will work out itself. It work out on its own, but it does not always happen that way. So I want to encourage you, if you are somebody, sometimes you can come from, like, if you are from a domestic violent relationship, domestic violence, you can come from a home that been broken, where you have been like look at like you are nobody, you understand, and you always being treated unfairly. I want to encourage you, don't let people's opinions or what people did to you hold you back from being the best version of yourself. Keep on loving yourself each and every day, and always remember that with anything in life, you can always remember to count on yourself and count on what you have placed right in front of you. That is okay. It's okay to feel sad. It's okay to cry. It's okay to feel not your very best each day, because no human being gonna feel gonna smile every day, feel happy every day. And so but make that conscious decision to make sure that you prioritize yourself. Make sure that you are pouring into yourself like you are pouring into everybody. Always remember to make time for yourself. Always remember that wish people well, wish good for others, so that it will come around for you. A lot of times we tend to feel like we always wish others well, or sometimes we feel like, oh, that person not supposed to get that, it was meant for me. But what is meant for you will reach you. Always remember, when you see somebody else progressing in life, clap for them. You do not know the journey they are coming from. You do not know what they went through to get to the top or where they are in life. So always cheer for them. When you have a group of people around you, or a circle of people, of friends, or whatever, family, and you see that when you are progressing or anything is happening and you are good for you, and you see they are not cheering for you, listen to me. There is times that you can love them from a distance. You understand? I spoke on this already in length, and I know sometimes when I say these things, it hit a nerve, and a lot of people get very offensive, defensive, or whatever. But sometimes the truth have to be, you have to speak the truth. When somebody else is doing well, be happy for them. I will never be that bitter, jealous person, because I always said, like, if I have to be that, I am holding back myself, from progressing. And also, I'm creating unnecessary problem, unnecessary strife, and chaos and conflict in my life, because I might be jealous of somebody. I will not be jealous of nobody, because I always said that what is meant for you will happen for you. And cheer for others, be happy for them. When you see they are moving up the ladder, clap for them. Don't say, oh, it should have. No, it's not your time. Your time will come. And I'm speaking a sense from I'm speaking broadly in a broader context. Like, sometimes we have to always remember that things will fall in place. You just have to have the patience to wait until it happens, but just keep on believing in yourself. A lot of times when things does not work out for us, and in the at the same time, we tend to have this negative mindset, and we start to speak such negative about ourselves, because we did not achieve certain thing in a the time, that frame that we had set out for ourselves. Thank you for the thumbs up, and thank you all for those of you who stopped by. If you are new here, please consider subscribing, and happy new month to you, and hope you're all in the best of health, and hope everything is going for you. For those of you on the job, have a productive day at work. Make sure that you take the breaks that is required for you. Take your lunch break, whatever breaks you have, take them. It's for you to have your me time, and and just rewind so that you can go back in your offices, or if you are on the go driving, whatever, take your break. And I want to encourage you, if you have somebody working, when you get holiday, take it. Take the holiday. Even if you're not going to leave the country, take that time for yourself to just like unwind, and just have some me time or family time, or just yourself. And so that when you go back, you will be refreshed. Because a lot of times there's persons, sometimes they don't take holiday when they are working. They always work, work, work. And let me tell you something, you are replaceable. If something does happen to you, if you work, 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 the company does only see you as it only see you as somebody who contribute to that company, who making their company getting bigger and expand, and they just work. They only see you as a liability, meaning they just see you as a worker, that somebody that come in and work for their company, right, to keep their company afloat, and they just keep on. You understand? They only see you that the only thing they look at profit. They don't see you as human being, because a lot of times you are replaceable. Because I will tell you, if some company don't have like if like today, for example, if today they decide, oh, I'm gonna fire you, or today I had enough of you, yeah. Hi Kayla. Hi, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for the thumbs up as well. So welcome. So I'm just talking, like I'm just having conversation. So if you want to speak on anything, please type it in the chat, so I can touch on that subject. Because this is just like a broad, that's why I decided to just let's talk, let's have conversation. I feel like when I have one topic, it's like sometimes people might have something else they want to talk about also. And yeah, in terms of the weather here in the London is really nice. It's not too hot, it's just right temperature. It's really, really nice. The breeze is blowing, it's cool and everything, and I'm loving it. So yeah, so the weather is nice. Hopefully that we do not get another heat wave, because I'm hearing they say that next week Wednesday gonna be like a heat wave. Next week gonna be in the 30s, but they say Wednesday specifically or Tuesday gonna be like in 40-degree. I hope it doesn't happen here in the UK. Like it's because we had 37.3 degrees, and it was so hot. So hopefully it will not happen. As I was speaking previously, welcome to all you beautiful people to the live streaming. Wherever you are watching me from all over the world, I want to say welcome to all of you. I really appreciate love each and every one of you. Thank you for taking your time off of your busy schedule to be here on my live streaming, whether by liking, comment, sharing, or even conversating with me in the chat. Welcome as well, and happy new month once again to you all. For those of you who just joined the live streaming, happy new month. As I was speaking previously, I was speaking about like human being, and how we interact and how we behave towards each other. And sometimes what happens in life, when we are younger, we tend to have like this kind of mindset, like it's have to be all about me, and if it's not about me, it's like thing. I know sometimes we have to be selfish in certain situation, and we have to think of ourselves, because sometimes we can always be worked out, be there for everybody, and then we just put ourselves aside. It doesn't gonna work out, and it's not good for you mentally. Mental health is something that is a lot of you take for granted. When I'm talking about mental health, I'm not talking about you are physically have that illness. I'm talking about the reason why mental health is a broad subject. It's being mentally, meaning say you are okay internally as externally, meaning say your mindset, whatever that you are thinking or whatever you are going through, that you are make sure that you are taking care of whatever issue you are facing. A lot of times I feel like the reason why sometimes our mental health like get really bad It's because we neglect the signs that is that we are seeing, you know. And then sometimes we overworked, we also try, we don't realize that say no, sometimes we have to say no, you know, and mean it, and don't be afraid and feel guilty because you say no. Because a lot of time, if you don't say no and you keep on saying yes for everything and every situation that has arise in your life, you will not get time for you. And then when you work your body to an extent whereby your body do react to how much you are doing, and then after it gonna send signal to your brain, and then when it do send signal to your brain, then you're gonna realize like, oh, you know, my body is it's giving me signs. Sometimes we feel like sometimes tired, drained. Sometimes it doesn't matter what we take, we just feel away. And then sometimes like we just, you know, sometimes you can just be sitting and then tears just run. It that mean you need to take a mental check, meaning you need to tell yourself you need to slow down. Ask yourself, there's something that is bothering me that I need to take care of. A lot of time we tend to sweep these things under the carpet, metaphorically speaking, you know, that literally we, you know, we tend to keep things inside of us because we, as melanated people as well, we tend to feel like we are strong, you know. In a broader context, people always feel like we are strong human being as well, that we can go through anything, we can do anything, and it's like, okay, no. I'm saying in a melanated community, we need to speak up when something goes wrong, and also don't get this stigma that a lot of people feel like because you are melanated, like you are strong, like you're not supposed to be crying as a man. All these things is like you are afraid to show your emotion. You are afraid to, like, a lot of times I feel like in the melanated community we don't show a lot of affection to the boys, especially because we feel like it gonna make them less masculine and all these things. I feel like it's utter rubbish. Now that we are in this era in life, we need to show our boys affection. Fathers need to show the boys that they can embrace. It's okay to embrace. It's okay to cry. It's okay to show affection. It's okay to show love. This is what you do and all these things. Because a lot of time they don't know how to, because they have been taught that you have to be this strong person. You don't have to cry. You don't have to show emotion. You just you is a man. Yeah, man don't do them thing they and all these things. But I feel like you are raising somebody who will not have any emotional intelligence, meaning that they will not know how to express themselves when they are hurting or they are going through anything, because they have been taught from a young age, keep it bunged up inside, don't say anything, just it will work out on itself. You're a man handle this, man handle this. No, you need to talk. That is why a lot of men, young black melanated men, they are suffering from mental issue. It's been a depression and anxiety because they have been taught that no, you're not supposed to talk. You're supposed to just keep it inside. You're a man. Walk it out. Walk it out. I want to encourage you all. You all need to speak up. You understand? We need to speak up. And that is why sometimes we have so many men being afraid to talk because of the stigma that has been placed on them. Okay, that is what I want to talk about in that sense of the conversation that we are having. Please feel free to share the live streaming. Let me know what you think so far of my conversation. If you hear noise, the windows open because now it's summertime. It's the 1st of July and it's a new month, and you know summer started the 21st of last month and officially, so we are now in the summer months, and you know, and I'm looking forward for that because that is a time whereby, you know, there's a lot of time we can go to the park and everything. But I feel like now, excuse me, that with global warming everything is changing. Before we used to have to wait until like in the summer, like really in the peak of summer, like July. It's summer so June, but in like we used to say the peak meaning June, that July, like, oh, sun gonna come up, but it has changed completely, that now June we are getting lovely sunshine. Now that is July, it's still beautiful. So you know, the UK is catching on, it's getting better. as the time goes by, we feel like the summer holidays are getting better. I personally am looking forward to the summer holidays because that is when the girls are off school for the longest period of time, whereby you don't have to worry, like the girls can just be free, and they do and they just get a time away for their brain can rest, and they can rejuvenate for the new term in September. So yeah, it's gonna be like a new thing for my eldest daughter because she's gonna go secondary school, so it's gonna be a new environment for her, and with time, I know she will be able to get the nits and grippy of everything. And me and her dad, we are already telling her like things what she should expect in school and how she should behave. Or she have good behavior in primary school, but when it comes to secondary school, there's a lot of pressure, and her and going to our all girls schools as well. Sometimes the pressure of girls can be a little bit daring, but but I'm gonna instill it her, just be herself, stand up for herself, if and make sure that you make sure that you tell us if something is going on in school that you are unhappy with. Let us know so that we can have conversation with the relevant like the person in charge of the school, department, whatever, and so that we can get it so resolved. Because one thing I don't play about is like I'm expecting my children when they go to school to feel comfortable, and not be harassed or bullied or anything. So I make sure ask them question when they come from school. Even now, I do ask them, "How was your day? What was school like? Whatever." And so, and you will get it. You will get what school is like. So hope you all are looking forward to the summer vacation as well as like me. I'm looking forward to that because it just gives me more time. Like you get more time to bond with your children because your children are in school a lot. Although we get like term time and stuff like that throughout the year, summertime is the longest. Summer time is the longest break that you can have, and that is a time like we go to the beach. We have time, we can go places, and I don't have to rush and say, oh, I have to come back for 3 o'clock. When I'm doing live streaming as well, I don't have to rush and say, oh, I need to do my live stream, I need to come and rush and go to school. That is the beauty about summer vacation. And summer vacation is like for parents as well to have some resting time as well, because it's like it's a daunting task like to get up. Right, person who doing like me doing pack lunch for the girls, I have to get up early like 6 o'clock each morning, Monday to Friday, to get up and do breakfast and pack lunch Monday to Friday. For those of you who do the school dinners, it's for you, it's more easier. You just have to do. Some of them have breakfast from school as well, so they just have to just put them get up, tidy up themselves, dress, go to school, get their breakfast, and also some of them have afternoon like they pair, so they don't have to worry about these things. But me personally, I have to think my girls when it comes to their food, I rather do it. Sometimes it can be like difficult like to find out. Like sometimes they want this week, and next week they don't want it, and you have to keep on like doing different, come up with different ways of different types of lunch to carry. And there's certain thing in school as well whereby you are not able to carry because it will get cold, or somebody have an allergy, which I understand. You can carry certain things because of that. And also when they are home, I feel like I can monitor their eating habits, or what I know that they eat. But when they are in school, like they will eat lunch like some like after 11, and they will not have anything until in the afternoon when I pick them, if I carry a snack for them, until they reach home for dinner, which I find like it's when they're in school, is like it comes like school has set you out, like if you for the workplace, like you have like 1 hour break, like 1 hour break for lunch. In the Caribbean, it's like you have lunch like from 12 o'clock or 12:30 for secondary school, and 1 o'clock. When my daughter is secondary school, going to secondary school now, I think her lunch gonna be like, I think it's either 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock on certain days. And so she will have to start to adjust. But I will make sure I will make sure that she have like a good balanced breakfast in the morning. Because they get lunch so quick in a primary school, like in the morning they have a breakfast, but it would not be like something that is like you can like a breakfast, but in secondary school now I will have to make sure give her a well balanced breakfast so it can carry on till it's lunchtime, because lunchtime gonna be a longer time because she have to adjust to that. So I don't want her to be like her tummy rumbling and she be hungry because she have to adjust. So I make sure like she have like yogurt in the morning before she go, have fruits, and like if cereal or pancakes or or waffles or things that well balanced, like in the morning, like a well balanced breakfast in the morning, so at least when she goes to school, she I know that she can function until it's lunchtime with a well balanced breakfast. So we will just have like different things, so in the morning, and she will be leaving before I leave. Me and my youngest one leave to go and do the school run, so she will have to leave earlier, so yeah. So that is gonna be like, I'm gonna be worried because it's always gonna be, I know that in the morning we go school, but when she starts secondary school she's gonna go on her own, and that's gonna be like I'm a bit worried for me, like on the bus, and I will be worried as well, especially when she's on the bus. But I will be just keeping contact. I tell her when she catch the bus, let me know. Like, yeah, you're on the bus. When you reach to school, you have to turn the phone off at the outside of the gate, and then have to put it in the lock until the ending of the school day. So I will make sure that she let me know that, yeah, she reached to school, and yeah, and when she at the bus stop, yes, they're at the bus stop, I'm safe and on the bus, when she catch the bus, as you know, I safe, because in this country is like you don't have school bus, you catch the normal public transportation with the buses with people. So it's gonna be like a scary one, but I just have to just instill confidence in my daughter and make sure she know that when she's inside, that like be aware of her surrounding, make sure that um everything is okay. And how I told her, don't sit at the top of the bus because you have double decker bus. I'm telling her to sit at the bottom of the bus, because if anything she can easily run out. And I always tell her to be around the first surrounding. I tell her not to like have phone, using no phone. I don't want her to be using any phone on the bus, because there's a lot of time people they are pickpocket on the bus, and then sometimes people tends to like bully you because of the kind of phone you have, or sometimes and I don't want that to, like, I'm not there on the bus to protect her. So with me giving her these kind of tips, keep your phone in the bag. When you reach off the bus, you call me, you let me know, Mom, I'm off the bus, I'm walking home. When it's winter time, I think I might have to start to go and meet her halfway, because it do get darker a lot. If she, I don't know if she might do any club out afternoon, and to be there for her. Because when it's a new thing for them, when they start secondary school, so they're totally different here. So you just have to instill confidence in them as well. When it comes to peer pressure as well, I tell her just have two friends that is into her education, who somebody who respect their self, and also respect those in authority in the school as well. I don't want you to have a bunch of friends. I just want you to be focused on your education. Yes, you will have a time when you will talk, but when it's being class, I want you to be respectful as you are now. I don't want you to like have friends that gonna influence you. So whoever friend she have, I will be the one who gonna drill and ask her who their parents are, who they is, what they are about, however. And I need to know, because one thing I don't play about the girls, because I don't want them to feel pressured into anything. So I make sure if they make a complaint to me, about like situation in school where they are comfortable or so, I make sure speak to the teacher and let them know what take place, and I also tell them to like stay away from that individual, you know, just cut ties with them and just find somebody else, because that is how you have to do with your children, you know. I tell them and them as like it's okay, like when it's okay to make new friends, and it's okay to let go once. That doesn't make any sense, you know. And even as adults we have to do that as well. Like if you feel like somebody is like they are bad influence in your life, meaning like every time you try to do something and they always have something negative to do, you have to try your very best and like tell them, you know, I love you, but I don't feel like this friendship gonna work. I feel like we are in two different paths, and you know, and I just wish you well and let them go, you know, because I don't have patience when it comes to these things. I When I just sense like people and their ways, I just dismiss myself. I don't have the time of the I always tell myself that my time is very precious, and the things that I do in my life, um I don't have time for foolishness, and I don't have time for people with their chaos and their drama. You know, so that is my thing. I know sometimes people don't like to hear the truth, you know. When you tell them like this, they always twist and turn it. But I always say, listen to me. My truth matters, and my well-being it matters as well. And I want your matters. Don't feel like you always like fitting into a crowd, right? Of trying to fit in a circle just because you want to be part of. Not every table you're supposed to sit at, because not every table is meant for you. You have to know when you are needed and when you are not. A lot of times we try to push ourselves in every scenario, every situation we want to push ourselves in, and then we sometimes I find that sometimes that we have to question and ask ourselves, why are we still there? Why, who are we trying to prove, or what are we trying to do? You know. So yeah, me, as you can see, I love my company. I'll say that every time. I love it. Because let me tell you something, you know, when I go outside, I like to do what I have to do and just get out. I'm not a person, I don't like to linger around. When I finish do whatever I have to do, I like to be find myself back in the house. Unless if I have the girls, then you know, the girls might want to stay out a little bit outside and just enjoy the sunshine or whatever if we go on the high street. But we try to find the part where more like you can sit and like it's more open, where it's not crowded or whatever. So like that. But otherwise than that, I don't like to be lingering wrong. I feel like doing what I have to do and just get back in the house. You know, I like to be in the house. I don't know, but I'm a homebody. I just feel like when I'm at home, if I feel hungry, um, I know that I can just go in the fridge, or there is always something I can eat, or there is something I can eat, a fruit, I can get cold water, I can just be myself, I can just relax, and I just can just be, I can be myself when I'm outside as well, but I can be more relaxed and be myself and know that, yeah, that is not a card swiping, or I don't have to spend unnecessary money that I, you understand. At least I am at home. I can just eat food, I can drink water, I can, if I feel like, yeah, I feel like that, I can just go in the kitchen, I can whip it up. But when you're outdoors, you tend to, oh, I feel like this. You see, you're going to the shop, you're going to buy something. So I always tell myself when I'm leaving home, right? I always tell myself that unless we are going to Westfield, I will carry the girls, take the girls to Nando's. But other than that, if I'm go by myself, I don't. I take sandwich or salad with me, and I just go. But sometimes because of the hustle to get up in the morning and try to sometimes to fix a sandwich or fix something. If I'm taking salad, yes, I will take salad for myself, right? But sometimes it's like when you get up in the morning and sometimes it's hot and sticky. You don't even want to be in the kitchen that early, being in the heat. So you just say, oh, I'll grab something. It won't hurt, you know. So that is what it's all about. But anyways, than that, you know, I like to be at home. I just like to be at home. I like to be indoors. I don't know. It's a something with me. Um, It's just a feeling of feeling secure and safe when you're in home more than when you're outside. I know it might sound away to some people, like they like to. So a lot of people like to be outside. Yeah, I like to be in the park and everything like that. I love the park. I like to be outside and wherever. Even before I have the girls, me and hubby, we used to go to the park a lot. After work, a lot of the summertime, hubby used to come and meet me in the park. I used to be in the park. Even before we had the girls, I used to be in the park by myself. If sometimes I meet like people, I make friends with some, then I end up and had like a group of grown people like my around my age group that I have. You know, I used to talk and everything. I used to meet up in the park. But they have moved out from the borough that I'm living in now. So our local park. So that is why I don't really like to go to a local park, because those people have moved out, and you know, the most person who come to the local park is like mothers with children or school children or whatever, and it's just boring, and people with dogs, and it's not my cup of tea. I rather go to a park that is more further than where that our local park. That is our local park is the nearest one to, but we have another park that is in the borough, and but but I love that one a lot. It's bigger, it's more spacious. The girls don't even you don't even bother to like want when we go to the park. They don't even want to go to the playground, like go to the swing or go to the thing. They don't even bother anymore, because when they go, they we take I take things for they take things to play with. So they just forget about the playground, because with the playground now, I feel like they have outgrown it a bit, because it's the same thing they keep doing the same thing when they go to the park. So when they go to the park, we take games or whatever and stuff like that. Though next time when we are going, I think I might take like water, and they have like something you can shoot, and it can the water do comes out of it as well, you know. And then yeah, I need to watch it. So that is what's happening. I'm gonna love you, beautiful people. Thank you all for those of you stop by. I'm gonna head out now to go and do the school run. I want to say thank you, all beautiful people, for all those of you stop by today. It's been my pleasure speaking to you all. Whether it says 2 minutes, 1 minute, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, it's all add up, and I do value that. Thank you all, and see beautiful people. For those of you who subscribe, who are new, thank you. Welcome to the family. Please check out my shorts. Run up the shorts. Make the shorts them go viral so more people can come on the channel and be part of this family. Thank you all. Happy new month once more. And I'll see you beautiful people in the next one. Bye.